deep. What's the best decision you've ever made?
Oh.
Hi guys, welcome back to This Perfect Mess. My name is Shiro Njuguna.
And I'm Dennis.
And we are back with another video. Thank you so much for everybody that has been subscribing and everybody that watches our videos and leave all the comments. We read them and we do our best to reply. And also be sure to check me out on Instagram at Shiro Njuguna. And yeah, today we are back with another fun video. Things are a bit chilled today, so we are going to be doing our get to know us video. We'll be asking 10 different questions for you guys to get to know us. And yeah,
sure, sounds like fun. Let's begin.
Okay, so I'll start by, of course, we keep introducing ourselves, and actually this is a question that someone asked in the previous Q&A question. What's your middle name?
Oh, well, for me it's really simple. My middle name is just A, and I'm not making it up. Yeah, that's just the way it is in my driver's license in the US. So what about you?
10.
Okay. It's kind of like not easy for Westerners, to deal with that name, but you also have very simple first name, right?
Yeah.
What's it, a given name, or how do you call it?
Yeah, first name. I'm not sure I want to tell people because people will start calling me by that name.
Oh my goodness, okay.
So yeah, we were asking the middle name.
Okay.
But for you, A, yeah, I usually write A when I post on my Insta, and one of my friends asked me, why do you call him A? And I'm like, okay, it's his name, but then it's, yeah. Yeah,
it's kind of unusual, so yeah, but so people, now they know.
Oh my goodness, so, I almost locked the phone. What do you do for work?
Oh, well, for me it's easy. I'm a software developer, so that's why I can work from Kenya.
Yeah, guys, it's easy.
Well, the thing is, I should probably thank COVID for that, as bad as it is, but, well, right during the height of COVID, I found this work. I work for an Italian company. And at first I was working from US, that's where my home is, but then I met this lovely girl, and I moved to Kenya, so, and I kind of love it. It doesn't limit me to be anywhere specifically, you definitely don't go to a cubicle. It has its own downsides, like sometimes we have deadlines and sometimes we have to, work more, sometimes also on the weekends, but it kind of like opens the world, and as long as you have good internet connection and, well, somewhat decent working environment, which for me basically means a table and quiet kind of like room and some time to kind of like think on my coding. And in that case, yeah, I can be anywhere, even on the moon. So what about you?
I am an accountant by profession and a digital marketer by trade.
So yeah, she's pretty good actually, and you obviously are a YouTuber, and
I blog,
yeah, she's a blogger.
Do Pinterest marketing.
Yeah, check her website.
Yeah.
She'll post the link.
Yeah, I'll post a link.
She's a good writer as well, so.
Thank you.
No, seriously, I'm not. I actually knew this because she had a different blog. And I read it before I even met her, and that was she writes good stuff.
Thank you. So, what's your favorite song at the moment?
Ooh, that's a tough one. I know your answer because you play it so often. Probably.
You're actually wrong if you think it's that. Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll get to it. Why am I starting, by the way? But anyway, yeah. For me, I can tell you that my favorite band is Tool. It's a pretty old band. I think they started in the 90s. It's like American, I wouldn't call it rock band. It's kind of like it's a well-known band, and the weird thing is that they haven't had an album for more than 10 years. I think 12 or 13 years. They literally just they lay dormant for a long time, and all their fans, they were like going nuts over it. And a few years ago, they released this new album, which is called Fear Inoculum. They usually go for very confusing lyrics and stuff. I mean, not confusing, but kind of like deep lyrics. But I really like the songs. It's kind of like more of a artsy rock band. So, And oh, I played those songs on YouTube for like 1,000,000 times, you know. So yeah, I probably added like 1,000 views to their stuff. So, what about you?
No, you said you know. Can you tell us?
Oh well, it's not the song. I mean, the whole album. What they do, they put like kind of like a filler songs in there. I definitely don't care. They put like someone's like, I don't know, like someone talking and stuff. So it's kind of like, yeah.
No, I'm saying mine.
Oh, yours.
Yeah.
Oh.
You said you know.
I don't know the name. I know that guy that I wanted to strangle.
Guy Sebastian.
But you know. No, I'm kidding. Obviously, I'm not strangling anyone. It's just she played it so many times. I'm like, oh. And what someone likes to do, she literally, I don't know what the setting is, she puts like one song on repeat, so it plays over and over and over.
If I come across a really good song that I want to learn, I put it on repeat. But that's not my favorite. He's talking about Believer by Guy Sebastian. That's not my favorite song.
What's the Kenyan one? Oh, I don't
Kesho
know.
Kutwa.
Yeah, Kesho Kutwa.
It's still not my favorite song. But that guy is definitely my favorite. Ethan Muziki, he's definitely my favorite Kenyan artist right now.
Did he write anything else besides that song?
He has so many other songs, but that specific one,
you play just one.
I played that one. So no, I played other songs, but that specific one is like my favorite. But really, my favorite song has been my favorite song from May 2019 till right now. It's called Highlands, Song of Ascent by Hillsong United.
I need to listen to that. To be honest with you, I'm so bad with names. Even like my favorite, like I knew the name of the band, but I really don't even remember the names of the songs. I just, for some reason, I just remember the music itself, so I can't really. But I definitely want to hear.
That's like my favorite song. It has, I don't know, it has this thing. I feel like it talks about me. It talks about my life.
Oh, you like the lyrics too?
Yeah, yeah. For me, it's mostly, I think because I'm a writer, even if you have like the good musicality and stuff, if your lyrics don't hit home, I'm not vibing.
It's interesting. For me, I don't care as much about lyrics as I would care about the tune. To be honest with you, it depends on the environment in which I'm listening to. If I'm just like, I don't know, like riding in a car or, you know, just kind of like, I don't need to think about something, yeah, definitely lyrics would help. But if I'm programming, if I have to think about what I'm doing, lyrics actually make it worse. For me, I like kind of instrumental stuff. In that sense, probably Russian Circles would be a really good band for me. You know, I really like them, you know, the kind of like instrumental stuff. But yeah, it depends on the environment.
Yeah, for me the lyrics have to hit home so that I can
sure, yeah,
like the song,
I hear you. So
yeah. So much for that. So the next question is, what's your favorite book?
Oh, favorite book. Oh my goodness. To be honest with you, I haven't read books like on dead trees, which I always make fun of her, basically on paper. I've been reading, I've been listening. I'm kind of like a fan of audiobooks.
Yeah, yeah.
Do those count as well?
Yeah, still a book.
You know what? For me, again, I had to read so many technical literature recently, so I didn't have like favorite books, but I really like kind of non-fiction stuff. Like the recent one I listened was Bill Browder. It's the like about the current situation in Ukraine and stuff. So he was kind of like, you know, explaining his personal account. I wouldn't say this is my favorite book, but this the one I listened to last, and it was very like, you know, touching, and I kind of like really enjoyed his account. Yeah. But if you ask me about the author, I would probably pick Stephen King. It's a kind of science fiction writer, kind of like a horror genre. Well, not just horror, but he's a really good author. And pretty much any of his stuff would definitely be my favorite.
Okay.
What about you?
If I go by one book, I'd probably pick Daring Greatly by Brené Brown.
Oh yeah, you were telling me about it.
Yeah, she talks about vulnerability and you just daring. And I think that's something I'm going to talk about, especially in the sense of people hating on creators, which I think it's a video I'm going to create. And just to tell someone that it doesn't, I think the daring greatly part comes from a quote by I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I'm assuming it's Theodore or something, Roosevelt or something like that.
Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah. So yeah, he said something, and then the part that captivates me is it is not the critic that counts, but the person that is in the arena, whose face is being mud in the dirt, who knows the cost of falling and rising. So basically, it's not about everybody that is telling you how you can do something, or someone that is criticizing, but really it's about you who is in the arena, who is fighting, and who is falling down and rising up. And at the end of it, whether you win or lose, you know the cost of daring.
Oh,
so
sure, absolutely.
I really like how Brené brings out. So I want to pick her as my favorite author as well. But also I'm torn between Brené and Malcolm Gladwell, because Malcolm...
Sure. And there's a lot of like nameless, you know, armchair warriors that basically are, you know, they can say anything on YouTube or in the comment section, but they don't even show themselves, or, you know, you don't even know who that is.
I like your term, armchair warriors.
Oh,
I call them keyboard warriors.
Yeah,
you
well,
know?
it's not my term, obviously. Yeah, I stole it from someone, but no, it's a good book. I should probably read it.
Yeah, it's a really good book. Anyway, so what's your favorite color? This one is just one.
It's kind of like cliche questions or answers. I don't know. I think I always like black, because it's like you don't have to. I'm totally coming from a practical standpoint. You don't have like iron it a lot, or it doesn't show your, like, you know, your man boobies or, you know, your stomach. So I don't know. It just covers your. But some people say that blue looks good on me, but I don't know. But black is also kind of like, it shows like lint and stuff, especially if you have an animal, you know, like you're a cat, the hairs will show on it. So I don't know. I guess black would be my color. What about you?
I am going for yellow, of course.
Oh yeah, that's why you're wearing it today.
No, okay, well, I don't have I have yellow nails.
Oh, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, but I don't. Yellow is my favorite color, and green.
Green, I would say.
Yeah, I have a lot of yellow and green stuff. Oh, yellow, I have like, I don't know how many yellow pieces.
I like when people can match, which, you know, like colors. Let's say there's like a contrasting color or something that goes well with their skin tone, you know. But I'm worst at dressing, so I'm like any, you know, software, like a computer guy. I just wear shorts and a t-shirt, so that's like overdressed for me.
So what's your favorite holiday?
Favorite holiday? Oh my goodness, I'm sure people would say Christmas or New Year's. I don't like those as much. Now, my beef with Christmas is the commercialism, especially in US. You can't go anywhere without people like pushing you to buy stuff in the name of Christmas. And also, like, we had a tradition in our family, kind of like extended family, to like buy gifts for everyone, and it just like had such a bad, you know, impression on me, because you go to some family and you don't know some people as well, you know, like they invite someone, you know, that is not your immediate friend, and you still have to give them gifts, you know, and you have to buy like 10 gifts basically, you know, and then it's just like, yeah, that commercialism just.
So you don't want to buy
me.
people gifts?
Well, I like buying people gifts. I don't want to buy people gifts that I don't know that well, you know.
Oh,
like
yeah,
when
it's
someone
hard.
pushes me to buy gifts.
Yeah, it's hard to buy
If you
gifts.
live in US, you know what I mean. Sometimes even like when I worked in a kind of cubicle job in US, I thought we agreed with, we had like a small group of people that we were working with, and, and I thought we kind of like agreed with them that we wouldn't be buying gifts for each other. And then one lady just didn't think about it. She decided to be nice and gave me a gift. And now I'm obligated to buy her something. It's just almost like you have to do this, you know? But anyway, not to derail your discussion, I don't like, also the second thing about New Year's is that in the Northern Hemisphere it's usually cold.
Oh, yeah.
So it's kind of like snow and like, you know, it freezes at night, so definitely not my favorite. My favorite holiday in US would be 4th of July, which is the Independence Day in US. The reason I like it is because it's warm. It's not like divisive. Pretty much everyone in US likes that holiday, and you barbecue, you go have a picnic, then there's like fireworks at the end, and being a guy, I like blowing stuff up, you know.
Yeah, you sent me the videos.
It's really fun, kind of like, you know, it's warm, everyone is cheering, you know, in US obviously, so that would be my favorite holiday. So that's a really long answer to your short question.
I'd go with Christmas holiday.
Okay.
Because we always go home.
Oh,
It doesn't
yeah.
matter what happens. So
By the way, guys, it's totally different in Kenya versus what we have in US.
Yeah.
So sorry.
but still, there are commercials, but it's not as bad. You don't have to buy it. But the reason I like Christmas is because we always have to go home, and I like being with my family. The one time that we missed going home, I think it was December of 2020. I'd say that was the worst Christmas ever.
Yeah, in a sense, guys, the Christmas here in Kenya is kind of like Thanksgiving in US, where you go to visit your family, so which is really good part.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you guys don't decorate like Christmas trees.
People do decorate.
Oh,
Some
they do?
people do,
Okay.
but in my family we don't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Probably those fir trees, you know, aren't really that common in Kenya, so you have to import them, so it will be kind of like expensive.
Maybe.
So-
If you decorate for Christmas, let us know in the comment section what you use. Whether
Okay.
it's the plastic Christmas tree or a real tree.
I wouldn't mind to decorate a palm tree. I mean, that would be kind of fun.
A palm tree.
Well, like whatever grows here. You know?
Okay, do you have siblings? That's the next question.
No, I'm the only lucky one. So yeah. Okay, lucky or unlucky. When I was growing up, I was kind of sad. You know, all my friends had like little brothers or older brothers and sisters, and I was just by myself. Then I got undivided attention from my parents and from my grandparents too. So
Oh, there's
like a double-edged sword. How about you?
I do have siblings, so many of them. I have 7 siblings.
Oh wow. Can
Really?
you share?
Right now we can only share Munira because she doesn't have
well,
siblings.
she's not your sibling, but oh yeah,
She doesn't have
she's the
siblings
only
and she
kid.
behaves exactly like you, you know,
I
like
know, spoiled.
wanting
spoiled
attention.
kid.
Yeah, I have 7 siblings, which makes me, I think growing up with siblings just teaches you to share everything and
Yeah, to
from
eat
space
fast probably,
and
right?
food. Oh, eat fast also. So
Okay.
yeah, what's your favorite YouTubers at the moment, or rather, the second part of the question or the twists? You can answer either, whichever suits. Is what do you watch on YouTube?
Oh wow, I watch a lot of YouTube before, you know, she started her channel and before we actually met. I never posted anything myself for a long time, so I have just one of those nameless accounts. Okay, I have my picture and stuff, but I just watch. I would say I don't have like one individual that would be my favorite, but I watch a lot of Hank Green. He's kind of like, he's one of those vlog brothers. He's been a YouTuber for like, I don't know, 10 years maybe. He's one of the first people that started it. And the reason I like him is for his educational content, you know. Because for me, I like to learn when I watch YouTube. Not all the time. I mean, obviously I watch music and, you know, sometimes news too. And so that's probably one of my kind of like, I would say, most watched people.
Yeah.
And the content, well, obvious stuff, you know, like music, you know, stuff you just, sometimes I watch news on YouTube, which is nice because they can be international. You don't have to watch, you know, your local news. But also I like educational stuff. I know I'm kind of boring, and sometimes I even watch like lectures. If I'm interested about something, I can look up college lectures, and you would be amazed how much of that kind of like professional grade teaching is available for free on YouTube.
Yeah.
But probably from the channel, I would pick SpaceX stuff. That's like US, you know, like Elon Musk. They have, again, I'm an engineer. Probably most women would like fall asleep watching this stuff. But have you seen those space launches? And what they do, they broadcast them live. So first of all, you don't know what's going to happen. And they literally put cameras on the rocket, kind of like a GoPro type, obviously much more expensive ones. And you literally see the countdown, the preparation, and then they launch this rocket into space. And you can actually see the process, which is like really fascinating for me. But again, this is kind of like my engineering kind of side kicks in. So anyway, so tell us about you.
I watch anything that is lovely on YouTube. Like, by lovely, I don't mean beautiful. I mean, if people are in love, I am going to watch you. If you create anything that that spreads love and positivity, I am in
You're
watching
the
you.
follower,
Yeah, I had this couple that I started watching like 5 years ago. I remember like their second born. I'd say that's like my favorite couple that's outside Kenya. They're called the Rush Farm. When I started watching them, their second born was so little, she couldn't even say subscribe properly. Right now, she's all grown, and
she's in college probably now.
She's not in college, but I love to. I think for them, I watch them because of this loyalty of seeing them bring up a family and start a business and thrive. I also like shoes very much, and they have these good shoes, you know. So I watch them. In Kenya, I'd say my favorite YouTuber is Ben Psycho and Wanjiru Njiro. They have a podcast. Remember the podcast that I bought the other day? The Joyride podcast. If you guys don't watch them, they haven't paid me, they don't know me. But I like them. The reason I like them is because they have this functional marriage working. They recently got married, but what I like most about them is their authenticity. And they are very authentic and they are very vulnerable. So they just don't show this perfect side of life.
Oh, sure,
they also show the I'd say the true representation of what life is about. And I just like Ben's humor and I like Wanjiru's style. I think they are a very great combo. So I have also some loyalty to them. So
no, that's cool. So yeah, I didn't see much of their content, but I kind of like overheard her watching that on stage interview.
Yeah, if you guys didn't buy their, they haven't paid me, I swear. But if you haven't watched their live experience, it was very uplifting and building. So yeah.
You know what? I kind of like a couple years ago, before I met you, I actually watched a couple, like American couple. They moved to Japan, which was very interesting. I forgot their names, but. Yeah, I kind of like followed them for a while and I learned a lot. It's almost like you live someone's life, and for me they were so nice and it was so genuine, you know. I kind of like really enjoyed watching them, but then I kind of like, you know, I don't know, felt weird. It's almost like you're a third person in there in the room with them, you know. So. Yeah. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. So I probably found some other channel and I switched. So that's why I stopped watching.
Now mentioning that, I also have some 4 girls that I watch every Monday. They're called Channel Over 25. I think Kenyans watch them.
We should probably compile all those links and post them in the comments. What do you think? So.
Yeah. I'll put the notes down in the description.
Yeah, so check. We'll find it. It just, you know, you kind of took me, you know, by surprise.
Yeah, I'm sure you've seen me watching those ladies, the 4 ladies.
I saw, yeah.
What I like about those, I am for women, anytime, any day, like women who are doing things together, women who are supporting other women. And I like the dynamic of that group. They don't have this similarity to be friends. They are different in terms of personality, in terms of their views, in terms of their ambitions. But they always sit down and bring these wholesome conversations. And that also
that's important. Makes me, instead of like arguing or picking on each other. They just kind of come together.
Yeah, I love to see when women are doing that. So yeah, I also watch a lot of Channel Over 25 every Monday, that is. So anyways, the question number 9 is, how tall are you?
Oh, well, in US, I would be 5'7". It depends who measures. You know, sometimes they tell me I'm 5'7", but last time when I was passing my physical, a lady told me I'm 5'8". So either I'm growing or they just kind of like, you know, go with approximate that last inch. In centimeters, I think I would be 174. If I'm not mistaken. So what about you?
I am a 5'4". I don't know how much that is in centimeters.
Yeah, so just convert through Google.
Yeah. So 10th question, the final one, and I think this is a little bit deep. What's the best decision you've ever made?
Oh my goodness, we can we can record the whole video on that subject. Definitely one of the important decisions for me was to kind of like come to Kenya to meet someone.
Oh, thank you.
No, I really, it really changed me a lot in a sense that I really love learning new things. Obviously, I love being with this special person, but just kind of like aside from, you know, being with your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I would say learning new things, traveling, trying new foods, kind of like But learning probably, yeah. I really love, I don't stop learning. I kind of try to do it as much as I can. And a lot of it kind of like involves engineering stuff, but I also like learning, you know, anything from new words, which I kind of suck at, to new cuisine, to new everything, traditions. And some I agree, some I don't, but you know, most of it is just kind of like interesting.
Yeah.
And
I like that about you, actually.
well, thank you.
Like sometimes I can ask something as stupid as why do women have to have their periods, and he researches and read a whole
I
documentary.
didn't know. You see, like some of those questions could be like, yeah, well, because, you know, because of what? So, and like you realize you don't know, and then, you know, you just go and try to look it up.
You know, I've been doing that. Like I've been asking myself, but I never went to Google to read. So I like that about you. You're very curious.
Thank you. Yeah. I'm still researching it, by the way. It's not an easy answer. So, but anyway, a lot of science and kind of like, you know, you have to like pick the right parts before you can share. What about you?
Best decision, definitely texting you.
Oh,
it wasn't like the decision that I wanted to make. My friends initiated it, so I was like, I'm happy. Like I listened to Felicia and my sister. But other than that, also the decision to go to therapy.
Oh, like after your breakup?
Yeah, I'd say that's like one of those adult proud moments for me, because I realized now that I had a lot of baggage that I had not dealt with, and like you guys, if you started watching this channel when I was starting out, I had this story of how I was abused, and yeah, I had a lot of baggage basically. And yeah, now I see how me going to therapy and unpacking that, I see how it has helped me grow as a person and accept me as a person and just move on, you know? Yeah,
it's important to kind of like not let go, but kind of like share or release those kind of pent up problems, or you know, whatever you had basically in the past, and kind of like have someone listen and commiserate maybe, or advice to you, you know, how to overcome it, or maybe just kind of like from a professional standpoint to actually help you. So because I think some brokenness we carry around and we channel it to the wrong people, and I think for me it was just that, because now thinking about it, I was a very bitter teenager. I was just and then like I grew up into this young adult that was constantly seeking for approval and all those things. But yeah, I think going for therapy put me in this place where I moved past it, so to say. I am not there yet, but I like the fact that I did. Well, we're not perfect, none of us are, but yeah, there's so many times when people basically, they kind of like have this, well, something negative in their past, and they kind of like keep it inside. They don't want to like release it, and they kind of keep it almost like sacred. And it's really bad, because it can be a very, very weighty baggage, something that might, you know, keep you down and constrain you. So, well, that's a very good answer. Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. So, guys, we've come to the end of this video. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel. Be sure to comment and leave your comments down below. And also, like and share this video. And don't forget to check me out on Instagram. And we will see you in the next video. Bye.